Hello, ladies and gents. How's life been treating you this week? Good? Good? That's radical. Welcome back to our Forever World series, here for episode number 4. Little known fact about me. As a young lad, the number 4 was indeed my favorite number. So this is going to be quite a good episode, I can already tell. I've got big plans for this episode. We've got lots to do and lots to cover, so I'm just going to jump right on into it here. So last episode, we built a little house for our little homie here. He's been enjoying it very thoroughly, I think. He's just been posted up, napping, laying. Turned out to be a pretty tasty house, although there's some trash on the ground right there. But that's besides the point. So, I spent a few days working off cam in the background here, getting ready to do this episode. There's a little prep that needed to be done, some monotonous work that I figured you guys wouldn't necessarily be interested in. But firstly, I went ahead and I mapped out the whole lake around our mushroom biome. As you can see here, we have a map of the area. It's called an ocean, but I think I want to call it a lake, because it is more of like a lake in my eyes. But yeah, we got our mushroom biome right here. Hold on, let me turn the waypoints on, because I found some cool stuff. Yeah, so we got 3 ocean monuments in our lake, even though it's a lake. I found this cool drowned thingy, and I actually pulled a mending fishing rod from a chest over there, which was pretty cool. Some really nice little plains over here, some cool little beach. It's like a beach bay area here next to a village, and a ruined portal that I didn't see. So I'm going to put a waypoint for that. Unlooted ruined portal, because I got another one of those too, because I broke my pickaxe and I only had a wood one. Yeah, I got that one, and then there's another unlooted ruined portal up here next to a swamp biome, which is good to have. It's a pretty sizable one too. We got some stony shores, some more frozen stuff up here. Oh, I thought that was a lightning bolt. It's just snow on a tree. So I found that village there. There's another village right here. And then I found a third village and 4th village down here by our house. So this is just over to the, I guess, northeast of our house. And this is directly due east of our house. I just followed the old rivers with the boat. And that's how I did this up here. I just did the whole perimeter in the boat. I mean, I could have went farther these ways, but I was just kind of focusing on the main lake area. But we did a lot of boating, I can tell you that. There was a long time spent in the old wood bottom boat there. Is that all you did off camera? That's not very much, you might be asking. Well, first off, that took me like 2 hours alone, just boating. But also, after I had mapped out that whole area, I used this new lay of the land to locate some sand and gravel and clay. And I mined a whole bunch of that up. We're not necessarily going to use all of those materials today, but they're good to have. And I figured, I felt like grinding and doing some stuff, so I burnt a couple shovels up. After acquiring the materials from the surface, I decided to go underground. And I explored our big cave that's open near the house over there by our sugarcane farm. After I finished that up, I wandered until I found another cave system and went down in it. And after making my way through the deep, dark depths, I happened across quite possibly the most important find in our early game. Maybe not important, but lucky for sure. A skeleton spawner. Less interestingly though, I did a little more homemaking. I put some barrels up here to put our stuff in. And I expanded our storage system, so now we have a little more rhyme to our insanity here. A little more reason and a little more rhyme. And these little barrels will be nice for stuff that we don't necessarily want to waste a whole double chest on. Oh yeah, I was going to show you too. This is the stuff I found from the skeleton spawner chest. I got 2 saddles, I believe. No, I think one of those I had before. I just kind of made this the valuable stuff barrel. So this isn't like all what I got there, but I'm pretty sure I got 1 saddle. I got both of these music discs and these buried treasure maps I got from the drowned. And I think this golden apple came from the spawner, as well as these 2 fire charges. And this nautilus shell came from the drowned thing too. I also turned on the Aurora Borealis, which is pretty cool. I think it looks pretty awesome up here. And it'll kind of help lighten up the nighttime. Because I noticed that on YouTube, nighttime is pretty dark. I don't know why, but YouTube seems to make everything darker, like in the caves and stuff. So I figured this might help a little bit with some of the nighttime shots and stuff, for brightening it up a little bit. I also just, in general, turned the game brightness up, which in real time doesn't look as great, but after the fact on YouTube, it actually seems like it looks pretty good. So I'll toy with that a little bit more, but hopefully it'll be a little bit better for you guys. Well, without further ado, let's just go on and get into this episode. See what we can get done here. So here we are at our skeleton spawner. This is the skeleton spawner that I talked about earlier in the video. It's a pretty little mean bad boy. But as you can see, oh, wrong direction. Yeah, there's our house. As you can see down there, in preparation for this, I found another skeleton spawner. So at 165 meters away, that's a little too far to do any kind of dual spawner kind of cool stuff. But what I wanted to see was standing right here. That is 163 meters from home. So let's go see how far away that one is, because if we want to make the closest one and the easiest to get to one our spawner. I guess I should have mentioned that too. I didn't say that earlier. We're making a skeleton spawner. That's what we're doing this episode. We're gonna turn that into that one, or this other one, into a XP/bone/arrow grinder, because we need all three of those very, very, very much right now. We are hurting very badly for arrows, we're hurting very badly for bone meal for our petals and our biome up there, and we're hurting bad for experience because I can't seem to stay alive to reach level 30 and make an enchanting table. But yeah, we're gonna come over here, and so yeah, I made this path up to it from our mine, so you can get in from the top of the icy mountain, but you can go back through this way now because I mined up to it. Since I made a let's see if I can pull it up here. Yep, right there. Since I made a waypoint to it, I just went that way and mined up until I got to it. But down here, I just went this way to try to get deep slate, and I did get the deep slate, like a good bit of it. But in the process of that, I found another skeleton spawner. I did record a little clip of that. I'll put that in here real quick. Alright guys, no BS. I'm in here mining deep slate to build a tunnel to that other skeleton spawner. And I just found this one. I literally just towered up here to see what was going on up here. And bam, skeleton spawner right here. Golden apple. Ooh, name tag. Oh, saddle. We're up to 3 saddles, 2 name tags now. That's awesome. I'm going to take these bones too. But yeah, we head down here and then go up here. I took down my scaffolding. Yeah, that's where I got all the deep slate from. But yeah, up here. And how far are we away? The other one was 164, 163. Okay, so they're the same. Pretty much. But that one's a lot higher. I think, though, we're going to go for the other one. Just because I feel like it'll be a little bit easier to make our path there, since it's more... This one's very vertical in getting there, and the other one is a little more straight on the same level. It's got a pretty long stretch, which I think will make good for making our path over there and stuff. Because remember, in our last episode, every build needs a path. That's a rule. That's a rule in our world. Even builds that are underground need a path to get there. And a path like this... does not count. We're not just going to make this a 2x2. Well, I guess this isn't 2x2. 2x1. We're not going to make this a 2x1 path all the way over there. We're going to make it bigger. I want it to be the inside. I want to be 3x3. But we're going to have to add decoration to that too. So we're actually going to have to mine out 5x5 to build this path, which is going to take a while. So that's why I'm going to time lapse it. So enjoy this time lapse of me mining this out. Alright, so we've got our hole hollowed out here for the most part. 5 wide, 5 tall. We don't need to do these because they'll be hidden. But yeah, so it's just this straightaway, this main straightaway here, because I'm not too sure what I'm going to do for the stairs over here quite yet. I don't know. Because we got like spiral staircase going. I'm probably going to end up doing bubble vaders and ladders until we go to the nether to get soul sand. But I want to make sure that our theme here is going to work out and look nice before we, you know, do anything else. So I'm gonna go grab some stuff and I'll be right back. All right, so we got our general palette here sitting in the hotbar. It's gonna be a little different, I think, but bear with me here. So this is gonna be our floor. We're gonna have some shiny strip with some deep slate on the sides, and then because I want to be zany and special, we're gonna do this. I put my axe away on both sides like that because I'm cool like that, right? See where I'm going? Okay. And then we're gonna take these and wish, well, I guess I had to anyway, but bam. And then, bam. So that is our path vibe that we're going for here. And hopefully, it ends up looking pretty good. Let me expand it a little more. Oh, yeah, I better get the axe out. We're going to be using it, I feel like. Now, we'll expand it a little more, just so we can get a little bit better feel for what it's going to end up looking like here. Yeah, see, I like that. That's not bad. Yeah. These are going to get in the way of us jumping, but we can always just jump on the side. And eventually, I think we'll change these out for like redstone lamps in the ceiling, or glowstone maybe once we get to the nether. All right, so now for the true test. Which does it look better with, stripped or non-stripped? See, that's pretty cool, and that looks bony. I should have left one side, because now I can't remember what it looked like originally. There. Which do we like more? On the right, we definitely have more texture going, right? But on the left, it looks pretty nice. It looks pretty clean. What if I did something like that? I like that better. I think that's going to be our look, guys. Well, I'm going to repeat this all the way down there, and I'll be back. This is going to take a while. Well, pretty much exhausted all of the resources I had, and I need to re-up, so I'll be back. Little note, the pale garden trees, or pale oaks, the saplings actually do increase. You get more. They're not like dark oaks, so that's pretty awesome. Oh boy, glowstone, 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 come here, glowstone. Glowstone. Oh, do I gotta just like wait on him? I've never used a wandering trader like legitimately before. I guess I just gotta wait on him to refresh. Maybe when it's daytime again. Well, hey man, this turned out pretty good. I like it. It looks pretty nice. It's a pretty cool little chunk of path here, and it wasn't that hard to build. So honestly, like building it this kind of theme in like a long distance probably wouldn't be very bad. But it doesn't look too bad at all. It does look a little like sterile. It looks pretty clean, which is a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know. But I think that our stripe here on the bottom and our stripe on the top, I think that does a good job of breaking it up. You know, I think it does pretty good. And I think that the corner stairs that we got going on here definitely add some pretty neat depth to it. But I'm going to try to figure out a way to get this turned and going up to the Skelly farm. Dang it. Well, needed to make some more pickaxe anyway. Well, hey, would you look at that? We got a turn, and we got a beginning of an elevator here eventually, whenever we go to the nether. I did get some of these from the ruined nether portal, so we can make a downspout. But to be honest, just falling from the top and landing in this water is, like, a lot faster. So I don't know, we might not even add water on that side, but we do need soul sand for this side to go up. But we got a ladder for now. I think it turned out pretty nice. I used some of the stripped pale log with the normal pale log behind these stairs. I think this kind of gives it a little depth. It looks pretty cool. You can't really tell from anywhere else but the inside, but I think it's neat. And then the grates in the middle, so if there's two people maybe, for some reason, you could see the other person go down the other way. I don't know. I just thought it'd be cool. We are at the top here. We don't come in straight on, but we don't have to, because we are going to turn this into a farm. So we'll probably have an AFK area somewhere like right over there. And then maybe just down a little bit, and we'll have the killing chamber. Because I'm not going to try to drop them. I'm just going to have a crusher system, I think. It's a hopper clock, the old Etho hopper clock. Yeah, see, that's pretty fast. But, yeah, and I think it turned out pretty nice, our little tunnel here. I think, for now, I'm going to put minecart track on this copper. And that'll be a nice, fast way to get back and forth. I think eventually, I might do some blue ice or packed ice, whatever you want to call it. Well, I guess those are two types of blocks. But I think we're going to end up doing a minecart for now, but we'll do some ice maybe later. That we can like boat on really fast to get through there. Honestly, it's not that long, so maybe just a minecart will be fine, but we'll see, because this is kind of our mine too. I was going to turn this and make it go up, and then kind of this be our mine entrance. And we got that other skeleton spawner down there. So I don't know, it might end up expanding. This little underground tunnel here might end up expanding. But I think we got a pretty good theme for it. It looks pretty cool, pretty undergroundy, I guess. It might look cooler with the rails in, but we'll see how it turns out. I think I'm gonna work on the top side of that first and get that going before I do these stairs up, because I'm still thinking about how I want to do those. I'm not sure if tinted glass matters or not when it comes to letting light through. I think it actually does like block some light. I used it because I thought it would, but I'm not sure if it does or not. Let me know in the comments if that is a myth or if that myth is busted. And hey, you can see the design on the bottom pretty good actually. That's pretty awesome. I didn't think you'd be able to see it. Maybe that means it's too bright in there. Do I need to break this one? No, I don't think that changed the brightness any. Although I did well, not accidentally, but I removed one of the lanterns down here. So I have to make a new one. That was a pretty cool little recess thing I was pretty proud of, but we had to get rid of it for the water. But yeah, and then we just give her the old sweeping edge. Just beat them up till they're gone. I mean, it's not perfect right now until we get some redstone and such, but it works. It's a way to get experience and bones and arrows for now, because we're definitely going to want to gear up a little bit more before we go to the nether, because these dudes even can make me pretty easy with my old iron armor. I burned through it pretty quick. Oh, they do track you a little bit when you go through there, but he de-aggroes after a minute. That's okay. It ain't perfect, but it does the job. I guess we could always just move this back one, but I really don't want to like redesign the whole room just because of that. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I mean, wait a minute. Couldn't I, because you can waterlog a stair, right? Yeah, okay. And then that'll fix our tracking problem where he sees us. And then I can probably kind of BS it a little bit here and make it look cool. And it was better the other way. That works. That works fine. That'll do. Hey, I already made it to 15. Nice. Well, ladies and gents, I got up to level 32 here. Dudes keep on flowing. I was a little worried at first that this spawner was too close to where we were killing them at. I was gonna have to drop it down more, because you get too many down there and it would stop spawning because it was so close. But that doesn't seem to be an issue. I got it all the way up to mob cramming on the last time, and it was just fine. It just took a while, and they do that sometimes. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but they do that for sometimes, and then they just fall down. I don't know if they're trying to pathfind or what, but yeah, they end up going down the hole anyway, and they end up feeling the pain of my sword running through them. And I take their sweet, sweet experience, which we will be using next episode probably, to enchant our stuff. Well, not any of this stuff, because this stuff sucks, but we might make some new stuff and enchant it. And then maybe, possibly visit the nether. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know quite yet. But I'm pretty happy with our little spawner here. I think we did a good job. I think it looks nice. I'm especially a fan of this ceiling. I like this ceiling. I don't know why. But this pale oak is freaking awesome. I like it a lot. I'm glad that they added it to the game. Oh, it's so nice. And it works so well with the copper. It's such a nice little, what do you call it? A nice little palette, I think. And I got our little rail cart here, so we can get back and forth pretty quick, which is pretty nice. I still got to do these stairs somehow. I'm not sure how that's going to work yet, but we'll figure that out. I might end up even just doing that off camera in between episodes, because it's just going to be more of the same stuff as down there, you know, just going up some stairs. But I've been pretty busy this last week, so this is going to have to be a little bit shorter an episode here. Sorry about that, but been dealing with work and stuff, IRL stuff, and haven't had very much time. This episode's been split in like 3 different days, so that's why, if you noticed, it's a little cutty, a little jumpy, and there's a bunch of parts that are not as commentary-ish. Wow, I look weird running with my sword out. But yeah, I'm gonna end this one here tonight and go to bed, get some night-night sleepies. But I hope you all enjoyed. Oh, I forgot one more thing. So nobody has gave me a name for our doggy friend here, so I'm gonna name him unnamed and unloved. And that's going to be his name until somebody gives me a better one. And he's going to stay in here in this doghouse because he's unloved too. I can't love him unless he's got a name. It just can't work like that. So he's going to stay in his beautiful 5-star penthouse until somebody can think of a name for him. Oh, look at the rainbow. Shaders are so pretty. Well, ladies and gents, that is going to wrap it up for today. I hope you enjoyed episode 4 of our Forever World. I guess that's what we're calling it. Forever World. Mirth's Forever World. I don't know. We'll just call it the Forever World. But that will do it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm pretty happy with what we got done. That skeleton spawner will be pretty handy. And I think it turned out pretty nice. And we've got the pretty Aurora Borealis over here. Actually, crazy thing. This week, like in real life, we were able to see this in the sky where I live. Which normally is not the case. I live in the northern United States. And this isn't commonplace where I live. But it kind of swooped on down and gave us a little show earlier this week. And I think it was because of some geo storm or something from sunbursts, corona bursts from the sun or something. But it was really cool, man. I have never seen something like that in real life before. It was very awesome. You could even like see it with your naked eyes. It was crazy. But it definitely didn't look anything like this. I gotta say the Minecraft version is a little more crazy and vibrant than I saw in real life, but it also wasn't square. But it was a really cool thing, man. If you ever get a chance to see it, like, you know, they say it's going to show up above where you live or whatever because of some special geostorm or whatever, go out and check it out, man. All it takes is a walk outside and look up in the sky, and it's worth it. It's really, really, really awesome. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh. 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 Oh, no, he broke my... Whew. He broke my noggin, bro. I'm bald. That's not cool. Not cool at all. Well, I better get off of here before I die. So I hope you all enjoyed. Oh, they're phantoms. Oh my gosh. I hope you all enjoyed. I'm gonna go to bed. See you next week for episode number 5. Bye-bye.